Okay, hello, greetings and welcome. Let's continue with the Wing Chun series. Now, we went through using center bathroom scales, moving from your center of gravity, stretching out the 4 points from your center, left, right, up, down, forward, backward, and diagonals. So the point of origin, center of mass, stretch to connect mass. And from there, you open every joint up to connect your movement. And you drop, stretch your spine and connect onto your partner's frame. We did the bathroom scales, touching the bathroom scales and relaxing, stretching, getting a natural connectivity where it feels effortless, where you have at least 25% of your body weight connected to the bathroom scales naturally, and then where you apply an expanded effort to produce more connected mass on those bathroom scales. Velcro them onto the wall, an analog set of scales that spin. They'll be a bit more durable for these exercises and give you better reading. The digital ones simply don't work because they wait for the movement to stop before they give you a proper reading. And with this, the amount of connected mass is always changing. All right, so you've gotten a quarter of your body weight onto your bridge. You just relax, think, stretch, and there's natural power in your hands. You touch someone, you touch their base first. You touch the fascia, you touch, withdraw, touch, withdraw, touch, withdraw. Feel the fascial connection from the point of contact to the ground and feel that elastic pop. When you put pressure in, you pull pressure out. When you put pressure in and pull pressure out, you drop and sink into the gap. So there's a gap between compressed fascia and decompressed fascia. When you pull back, the leading edge of the balance rises slightly, and that's what you want to sink into, that gap. The gap between the leading edge of their balance and their mass. When you enter into there, that's where you can stretch through the fascia and connect and produce a better result. Okay, so now what we're going to do, your partner has the bridge up, we're just going to bring our hands up, touch the bridge, touch the feet, and drop and stretch underneath. Touch the bridge, feel the feet, withdraw slightly, sink into the gap underneath. However you touch their body, touch the base, pull back, sink underneath. And get used to entering, withdrawing, take the gap. Enter, withdraw, take the gap. And touch a training partner. You can touch someone on the shoulder, touch their base, withdraw, rotate the wrist, enter the gap, and connect your natural connected mass through the gap. You're always entering through that gap. So the gap between the mass and the balance, the gap between the grounding and the elastic pop when you pull back on a person's fascia, that is where you put your force. That gap is a person's vulnerability. Now, when you enter through that gap, it's like you're taking a back door into the nervous system, a back door into their muscle system. It's like you're entering underneath their frame. This is very powerful because what it allows you to do is get access to their balance when they're in a very vulnerable state. When a person's grounded and centered and you touch their balance, you're activating their stabilizers and stabilizing their structure by putting force on them. When you touch the base, withdraw, and the balance pops slightly, and then you enter, you're going underneath the balance. You're entering through a destabilized structure. That gap is really big with untrained people. It's very small with people who have highly trained balance. There's always a gap there. You want to be sensitive to that gap. Now, if you're training with a partner who just lets you compress them and they pop, and it's obvious, oh, there's a really big gap, they're letting you find the gap, letting you train. If you're training with people who are trying to close the doors all the time and close that gap, it's going to be more difficult for you to develop because you don't know what you're looking for. You only want to work competitively with someone when you understand the process, how to stretch into the gap, how to connect their frame, control their frame, seize the joints, and make these internal principles work. Now, we have body mechanics. We have feeling mechanics and we have mind mechanics. Internal arts are all mechanical. There's nothing mystical. Well, actually I lied. There is something mystical, but it's a byproduct of the mechanics. Things that you don't understand that happen, they happen, but focus on the process of the mechanics. You can forget about trying to be mystical or trying to produce chi effects All you do is focus on mechanical processes and the mystical things happen. You don't focus on the mystical. The mystical is just the fun bonus that happens as a byproduct of your training. And we'll get into all that type of stuff later. Now, Qi is just a feeling. You experience is a feeling. The first type of vital energy that we work with in the Qigong is the feeling of vitality, vital force. When you concentrate your willpower and your breath into your stretch, you're going to feel a fluidic quality running through your body, and you move with these fluids. And when you're working with these fluids, the muscles release and the fascia activates because the feeling produces that. So it's a mechanical feeling that produces a fluidic motion that's used in Tai Chi. It produces a fluidic motion that allows your Wing Chun to increase absorption from your opponent's force. It's mechanical. Everything we're going to talk about is a mechanical process that's within your physical body, within your feeling body, and within your psychological mental conditions, your mental states. This is very, very important to understand. Okay, let's go deeper into it. Now, we talked about connecting from the core, connecting your mass onto the bathroom scales, touching a pad, relaxing, connecting in. Now, we need a partner to put a shield on their chest. We want to touch the shield with a very, very loose hand, and then drop and connect and stretch underneath your partner. Now, your partner shouldn't get pushed back, they should get stretched up. As you drop, you want to put your stretch in upward direction. So this develops the 1-inch punch. So you touch your partner's elasticity, you touch their base through the shield, and then you just drop from your center, stretch, and activate the stretch under your partner. Now what's going to happen as you touch them, they're going to get, their base is going to pop. And you want to pop their base very, very lightly. You're not trying to 1-inch punch them far away. You're trying to relax and drop into your stretch and allow a counter force out of that trampoline in your body to bounce them out of their base. So you've got a trampoline underneath them, put the trampoline under their feet, put the trampoline down into the fascia, stretch the elasticity, anchor your frame, and then pick them up. Now we're going to rhythmically go from just a very soft uproot by rolling the joints underneath from the core, and as you uproot your partner, you'll start accelerating the speed. Now, when you tend to accelerate speed, you lose connected mass. So what you don't want to do is, and then try and snap it out and rise. You want to drop in stretch as you roll under their mass and bounce your partner. So touch your partner on the pad through into the chest, and then drop and roll underneath, pop them out very gently, then a little bit faster, then a little bit faster, then a little bit faster, and ensure that you're dropping into the elasticity, and it's the force coming out of the elasticity that bounces your partner. Every time you touch, you need to touch their base, relax underneath. Use the law of rhythm, slow to fast, then go deeper, slow to fast, then go deeper, slow to fast. Every time you go deeper, you have more connected mass, and you practice accelerating that mass. How do you go deeper? By relaxing into your stretch. You relax and stretch, you relax and stretch. If you've gone through any of the Building the Ball Qigong videos, you get a base feeling of that fluidic quality we talked about, and you can apply that. Well, you're relaxing into the stretch and producing more of that fluidic feeling in your body. Why? Because it activates more fascia. I've trained people in Wing Chun using pure mechanics and not talking about Qigong at all. It works. They get up to a certain level very, very, very quickly, and they're able to bounce people. It looks like Tai Chi, but there's a certain level they don't get beyond unless they learn how to control their feelings and how to release deeper into their fascia, how to become more connected. And this is where the Qigong comes in at an intermediate level. Ironically, you don't need the Qigong aspects of it at a beginner's level. You just need to connect your mass, relax and stretch. But if you train the beginner's level and the intermediate level simultaneously, you get to an advanced level quicker. So this is up to you. If you want to train the Qigong side, just review all my Qigong videos. I have a Vimeo channel for that as well. It goes in much more depth. And I'm going to start posting videos on this topic in much more detail on Vimeo on a Wing Chun channel. So I'm just putting all that together at the moment, and in the coming months you'll see that pop up on the on my Vimeo feed. All right, so your partner's got a pad, touch the base, drop and stretch, rhythmically go from very slowly stretching them out of the base, increasing speed, and then you connect more mass, increase speed, connect more mass, increase speed, and rhythmically work in cycles of 9. Why 9? Why do we work on that number, not 10? 10 is a number of completion. 9 is a number of rhythm. When you do something 9 times, it's not complete. The subconscious keeps working that energy. So if you stop at 9, the subconscious doesn't stop. Energy wants to continually rhythmically vibrate. So this law of rhythm and subconscious movement is stimulated on a much more deeper level when you do things in cycles of 9 than doing them in cycles of 10. The next aspect of this, once you've done your 9 and you go to start again, recalibrate. Relax, do your whole body pore breathing, relax and release your muscles. You can review the building the ball, the whole body pore breathing exercise, recalibrate, go deeper, and then continue to do another cycle of 9. If your partner is doing one cycle, they do a cycle of 9, you both do Qigong together, and you do 9 each. And then you both do Qigong together and you do 9 each, and so forth. Okay, I hope this helps with developing the 1-inch punch. Apologies I don't have a partner to demonstrate this on, but I'll be looking for a good training partner to do the video series. Okay, thank you for your time, and see you on the next video.